Greetings and salutations. The third and final part. Well, should be the final part. We'll see. Of Eye of the Owl that's somehow turning to return to Stavrakis yet again. It's my favourite place to go to for smalls for this small amount of time we've been here, but we're back here again. So yeah,
Right,
Given
running away.
Given the current situation, as much as Omnius hates paying taxes, he'll hate paying child support even more.
This is true. He's going to run, but also they're not interested in him. They're interested in Crandall.
They may be interested in anyone they can get a hold of. You don't know.
This is true. Omnius is going to run with Crandall.
Yes.
And Billy the Underfish is running after Omnus because he knows this summer house is his fault.
This had absolutely nothing to do with me.
And then you hear the revving of engines. That none of you realise what that is.
Yeah, Crandall wasn't here for that.
Omnius doesn't know what a car is.
As some very crude boxes on wheels, looking like they'll give you tetanus just by looking at them, come launching over the sand dunes. Some smaller, one quite large, very aggressive looking with a hook flying about in the back. With numerous dust goblins clinging to the sides. The screen.
Is anybody playing a guitar that's also a flamethrower?
He's hanging from. He's on the lead machine, hanging from a crane, hanging out front, attached to it.
Okay, just need to make sure he was there.
He's shredding something royal. He's also saying, "Nobody knows the trouble I know."
Yeah, he's a bass.
He also gets about as much respect as the bard does in Asterix.
Eh.
All right. There's not a lot I can do in this scenario besides run, so I'm going to keep doing that.
If Crandall is taken off,
the problem is, two of the smaller machines just fly out in front of you and just circle round, as the larger, slightly slower machines, still quicker than you, catch up and they start forming, going round, forming rings around you.
if Crandall had any idea how to pilot one of these things, but he doesn't. Not even close.
Crandall, give us a duty say, please.
Dexterity. Some bonus there. 21.
He dodges as one of the cranes comes swinging by and the base of the claw almost closes around him. There's still a lot of what you suspect is obscene shouting going from the dust goblins as they circle round and round. And for those on the ground, they start to pepper around you with spears. Not trying to hit you, but enough to give you the point of stay still or you're going to be a shish kebab.
You know what? I'm going to make things worse.
Oh no.
DM, the deck of cards, if you please.
While you're doing that, Crandall is going to pull the pocket sand and attempt to hit one of the drivers.
Okie dokie.
So it is just basically an attack roll. And if I hit, I can activate Pocket Sand. So that would be a 25 to hit.
You hit one of the smaller machines.
Yeah, one of the drivers of the smaller machines, because that's probably... I probably can't reach a driver of the bigger machines. But a driver of the smaller machine should be within reach.
You must get basically one of the bike riders. And
I can also cast Color Spray.
there's one screaming out and ah! And as the bike comes crashing down. So, how many cards are you drawing, good sir?
2.
Okay, drawing deck number 1. First up is the key.
What does this do?
Don't mind me, I'm just looking. A rare or rarer magical item from which you are proficient appears in your hands. The DM chooses this weapon. A weapon appears in your hands. We'll decide what it is after the session.
All right. And the second card.
And the second card is the Vizier.
What does that do?
You gain the
You can ask a question in meditation within 1 year and receive a truthful answer to it.
Who is El Putin Diablo?
But you got to go into meditation.
I know. All right. Now I'm going to cast Color Spray.
Who are you aiming it at?
Everyone I can. It's 60-10, and it starts with the ones with the lowest hit points. All right, I can hit up to 34 hit points worth of people.
Roll me an attack roll in this case. We got to do things a little differently here.
All right. 25.
You catch another of the smaller machines. This one is basically size of a wagon. You take out about 6 other goblins, including the driver, just result obviously hurtling into the path of one of the larger ones. With a grand old Ford, and it gets knocked backwards because the big one has a plough on the front. So he meets the ground with a heavy Ford that he hits.
Oh, this is going well.
And then...
Also, Omnius turns to Crandall. What the fuck is happening?
If we make it out of this, I'll spend the time to tell you. But somehow I can't help but feeling this is your fault for here.
How?
Because I wouldn't come here on my own.
Ominous, make it a dexterity save, please.
Oh, good. Something I'm good at. That is a... 27.
You just dive out of the way as Billy the Fist almost catches you as he just swarms, clawing into the sand like it's some kind of deranged animal. Where is El Pudding? Where is the Mask of Champions?
I don't know. Maybe he went in a different direction, man.
Why are we here?
You followed us.
Why am I currently feeling vibrations? And then you basically hear a very united "Aye!" from the dust goblins as the one on the bike jumps back in the as another one calls back in the bike, while another one jumps into the driver's seat as they all drive off. And you can feel the pulsing in the sand growing.
Okay, this
Nonsense.
Crandall might actually know what's going on.
Oh no, it's the worm, isn't it?
Crandall has been here before, so he might actually know. That's a 15 on an intelligence check to realize what the hell just happened.
I'm gonna give this to Crandall because in case of you know anything about Starachus, you know anything about the goddamn sandworms. And you got the conclusion of that when that wagon got knocked over, it created enough vibrations to summon a worm.
Uh-oh. Only one thing for it. Jump and glide.
Jumping and gliding.
Basically leap as high as he can in the air and just glide for a while before he hits the sand again. Then he jumps and glides more.
Omnius is accompanying him with this.
Poor Billy, on the other hand, can't do this.
It's just that you start to jump, the ground erupts under you. Give us a straight 20D roll, please.
All right.
Oh, good. 10.
3.
You see the world close around you as you try to launch yourselves into the air, cursing your ability of some of the other bird folk you witness being able to just fly easy enough like that. You plummet down and down and down. You can smell the acidic sense assaulting your senses. And then you hit wood.
Ow.
Followed by, hello there.
Hi.
So,
We just got a worm.
Yep. You two have apparently got problems with worms.
Is this heaven or hell?
Well, since I've been here for about 3 days now, I would say it's hell.
That make you Lucifer?
This individual pulls out a lantern. It's a closed case one, so he just holds it out and you see yourself floating in a sea of basically what you suspect is something. It's very green and bubbly. There's something about the sizzle in the air that makes you think it's not drinkable. No, I'm not Lucifer. I'm a liar.
Omnius is immediately afraid.
You see the tribes look at the goblins. Someone called me in to assist them with a little matter of what are rites of succession rituals, whatever, that their one of their arranged husbands had run away and apparently was posing as something other, since they were only half the size when they found them again. They wanted to get a divorce. They wanted to sue them for breaking the heart. It's all very complicated. Ah, Billy, good to see you again. You were to be a witness at the trial.
Omnius relaxes when he realizes this is a divorce lawyer and not from the IRS.
Here's my card. And
Omnius takes the card.
Mr.
Crandall tentatively takes a card.
Mr. Smith, Mr. Smith, lawyer covering divorces, business affairs, and taxes.
And the taxes, you say?
And taxes. It pays to cover the bases.
Hello, Ash.
Hi, Ash.
So we're not dead yet.
No, sir, no, we are not.
Yeah, not that I mind the small talk, but is there any way we continue that process of not being dead in here?
Oh, I've been surviving on eating the meat off the walls. Mind you, my pole melted just a few hours ago, so I can't meet him anymore. The only hope is to make I believe, it's to make the ill, so we can pass out the other end.
You've been in worse spots than this.
Dear God.
How do we make this thing sick, though?
That is the question. I'm all out of stuff except for clothes on my back and saying the world can't see you because I believe your outfit will make him quite ill indeed.
I like
Omnius
my
is
outfit,
looking
thank you very
around
much.
for Omnius is looking around for the uvula.
The ill in his stomach.
Yeah, we fell a bit further back than the uvula.
Just a little.
Does Omnia still have the ice cream hat?
Omnius does, in fact, still have the ice cream hat.
I wonder how much ice cream it could take to make one of these sick.
Probably a lot. Permission to make ice cream?
If you want to give it a go.
Time to make ice cream. Omnius takes off his hat, points the opening at the liquid, and just starts shooting out ice cream.
Usually the ice cream
This might take a while.
Usually the ice cream comes because of orders. But in this case, let's say an hour passes. And after one unforgettable event later,
We fade to black.
you fade to black. The four of you leave next scene on a sand dune, very slimy and shiny, very wide-eyed, having made the promise between one another to never speak of what happened again.
First, it got real quiet. Then, it got unimaginable.
Omnius is just lying there like, I have more trauma now.
Yep, been through worse than that. Not often, but been through worse than that.
It's the note of you're still pretty much in the location where the worm ate you. So that war machine, it's still there. It's upturned, but you can get it back on its wheels.
Does any one of the four of us know how to drive?
Drive, sir? Drive, sir? No, sir. I am a lawyer. We do not drive.
I just punch things.
Turns to Billy. Can you drive?
I will eat your face.
All right, looks like, I drove a giant mech. How much harder could this be?
That's not when I set in the self-destruct.
All right. Buddy, could you put it back on its wheels?
Yeah. I
Let's
will just make the strength check.
with advantage because Buddy in the piss is going to help.
Okay. Yeah, 21
The
for
thing
just a check and not a save.
is just a check.
Yeah,
It,
21.
it is difficult, but it did land on some dunes. It did allow you some leverage. Leverage to get the thing turned over so its 6 wheels can now back on the sand.
Agnes climbs into the driver's seat. All right, let's see if I can figure this out.
Crandall is not getting in the thing. He's getting on top of the thing. So if it starts to flip, he can jump and glide to safety. He's dumb, but he ain't stupid all the time.
I'm gonna do an intelligence roll to see if I can figure out how cars work.
Mr. Smith just climbs in and Billy the Pit just climbs on top.
18. Do I know how cars work?
A bit of figuring and doodad, there seems to be a set of controls to the either side of you, where it's a case of you push this thing forward, it says those wheels go moving forward, you move the things to the left, the wheels on the left move in that direction at all as well. So if anybody in more player under those standards, it operates like the tank controls.
Ah, okay. All right. I think I got this thing working. But where are we going?
Well, sir, I can tell you where we should be going. You see that big light down in the sky? This should lead us direct. Keep that in the central vision, and that'll take us to the main settlement where we can catch an airship out of this dusty place.
All right. Omnius is going to start driving.
Make me an intelligence roll, please.
All right. Unnatural 20.
God damn, I can't get you lost. So, following Bessie was the current to the North Star, you basically travel all night to reach a settlement basically surrounded by walls of corrugated iron and most of the buildings inside are built up the same. Just imagine basically a Mad Max settlement. And putting in, you basically see a knight had wearing goggles with a imp flying around her, just entering what piece of a year shop. You cast the sight of a scrapyard where a kobold dressed in some kind of scrap armor is now fighting with a gnome over a bit of pipe. Just because I like my references to the first session of Stavrakis.
Yes.
And generally, there's lots of different races about. There basically no dust goblins or desert gnomes. Just any more standard humans, elves, the odd dwarf.
All right. Omnius is just gonna go find the airship.
You can find the airship dock. You find the dock master, a human who has definitely seen better days. All right, there. What can I do you for?
For 4 people to Where's the guild?
Sandrid.
Standard.
4 people to Sandrid. 1 way.
4 people to Sandwich, that'll be 40 gold. But-
Turns to the lawyer. Do you have money?
Also, the airship is due to arrive till the morning.
What?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
good. We can finish the daily workout.
Omnius just gives a very weak thumbs up.
Billy in the face just gives you a smile as he cracks his knuckles.
Oh boy.
I have the money. But first crack at the newbie. Newbie in terms of payment.
Fair enough. We were in the middle of sparring anyway, so we should be good and warmed up for it.
Omnius looking between the two.
Ominous. Just give me 3d6 rolls, please.
3d6? Okay.
Yep.
That's a total of 10.
Individuals.
A 5, a 4, and a 1.
You thought Crandall was giving you a beating before. Turns out Billy is a bit more intimate with his pain dealing. But it turns out he's got rid of the pain in your back.
That's good.
Mind you, he dropped you onto his knee to do it.
Ow. Question, how many hours did he say until it was coming?
The next day.
The morning.
Yeah.
Alright, how many hours away is that?
Well, let's say with Billy, you whiled away at least an hour before he dropped you like a sack of potatoes. And when Crandall gets his turn with whoever he's going to square off against, the sun is starting to rise.
Did I make Omnius unconscious yet again?
If you want to be unconscious, you're unconscious.
Nah. It's funnier if he's still conscious at like 1 HP.
So at the moment, he's on 1 HP, staring out into the night sky, slowly watching into the day, barely aware, just bubbles forming at the edge of his beak.
Yeah, pretty much.
Billy just gives you a few nudges with his foot.
I think he might need a break.
He then just snaps his neck a few times, cracks his knuckles. Rematch time, Crandall.
Say what?
Last
The
time.
lawyer has just been watching this the whole time.
Yes. Last time we were here, you beat me. Admittedly, my aim is for the Scarlet Sardines mask. But wherever you go, the mask is usually around. So I'd rather you not be in my way. Put him up,
Now
punk.
listen here. If you think I'm in your way now, I'm gonna be all up in your way later. 'Cause that mask, that title, is mine. And when I see it, I'm taking it. And not you, nor the runt, nor the lawyer, nor any force between heaven and earth is gonna keep me from taking that mask and claiming it for my own. Because you see, I am the cream of the crop, yeah. And it's coffee time for everybody, yeah.
I hope you had your green chicken, little. Because that mask is my destiny.
You can speak of destiny all you want, but your destiny is to be served up in quarter-pound chunks on brioche buns. Yeah, it will be if you keep getting in my way and messing with me. You know that as well as I do. You haven't beat me yet, and that ain't gonna change anytime soon, punk.
I beat you when you were half size. That still. Billy pauses for a moment. Mask is mine. You. Mask is mine, cocker. No force in heaven or earth. From the celestials of the void. I will claim that mask. I will wipe the floor with you. I will wipe the floor with that damn bird wearing the mask. It will be mine. Mine alone. I will be the greatest. And you will be nothing. You'll be less than dirt.
Yeah, real funny there. You got a real good sense of humor on you, don't you? Listen to this. Ain't been a force that stopped me yet. Ain't gonna be a force that stopped me now. Ain't gonna be you. Ain't gonna be Diablo. Ain't gonna be nothing. That cap's gonna be mine. I'm gonna put it on, and then I'm gonna be the top. And ain't no one rise to the top like the cream, and the cream is what I am. So take that, put it in your coffee, and just enjoy the ride.
Omnius has slowly been crawling towards wherever the lawyer has been sitting and is currently drinking a health potion.
The lawyer just sat on his suitcase, just eating a sandwich. Those two are making me hungry.
You have a spare sandwich.
Oh, here, it's ham.
Thank you.
What, there wasn't enough ham going on between these two?
No.
Never.
And because my SmackDown talk is very limited, the SmackDown goes on for hours to the point of the airship arrives before the two actually throw one punch at one another.
They're hamming it up. They're so cheesy and full of baloney.
Yep.
Let's just say Billy's off the scales. But he knows how to tune them. Tune up. Whatever.
You can tune a piano, but you can't tune an underfish.
Yes. So the argument is still going on while everyone's herded on to the airship because even the locals are sick of those two. All talk, no fight. They wanted the fight. They never got the fight. If they're not going to fight, they're going to piss off.
It's not an official ring here, though. That's a problem.
Omnius is bruised and battered, but he's back at like 30 HP. How much do health potions even heal?
2 die. It depends which health the potion, but it's like 2d4 plus 2 for the basic ones.
It's going to take a few weeks before you get back to Sandrid. And
yeah, he's at 10 hit points then.
And let's just say, for amusement's sake, that Crandall and Billy have come to agreement that
is the agreement that Omnius really needs more training?
Yes.
Okay.
And the pair of them are going to work him over those next few weeks.
I guess I'm getting a level in Bugilist whether I like it or not.
That's only if you want to take it.
You know what? It sounds funny.
On the bonus side, you did manage to keep Crandall away from the guild for a while.
I did. I technically succeeded. And Don Cervantes is none the wiser. Besides, the part where he was screaming his head off looking for Diablo.
Yeah.
He did his job.
So, is there anything anyone wants to do, or shall we wrap up this nonsense?
I think we've had enough of Crandall for the day.
Yeah.
Omnius is like on the airship, like, oh god, what have I gotten myself into?
This is what happens when you don't pay your taxes.
He will never pay his taxes. He'd rather get beat up by Crandall and the Underfish.
And then swallowed and excreted by a sandworm.
He would rather do that than pay his taxes.
So, that's this session for now. And, well, the next session should be the Halloween special. So some fun should come with that.
Rats in Bucket.
So until then, I've been the Raven VM. This has been Sirot.
Ooh, yeah.
And this has been the Sufferings Yeowzah.
Insert Family Guy death pose.
Ugh. That was a lot of dice.
I was rolling them back into their container.
Yeah. So, till next
I thought
time.
you were rolling how much damage Omnius was going to take over the next few weeks.
So, till next time, folks. Later.
Later, all.
See ya.